Hi guys. Leota food distribution is what I'm gonna do my SLP on. Um, Give me 1 second. Okay, where I went to my grandma's church. The name of the church is Leota Community Church in Harrison. They're a nonprofit organization. They do take they do take donations. If you have the money, you can put it in, but if you don't because you don't have the money or something came up that you're running short on cash that month, you don't have to donate. They just have a donation jar out there for people to donate if they want to. It helps them bring in food to distribute to people. They call it Leota, or I call it Leota Food Bank. They call it Leota Food Distribution. Alright, so day 1, February 14th, 2020, is Valentine's Day, obviously. I showed up with my grandma about 7 in the morning. We didn't start making anything or doing anything really until 7:30. So at 7:30, we had an assembly line going to make ham sandwiches with cheese and mayo, which I made or helped make. I was the roll cutter. Basically, I cut the rolls in half, put them in 2 separate piles. We had a pile for the bottom buns, and then the bottom of the rolls and the top of the rolls in a separate pile. We had Shelly, who put the slices of ham onto the bottom of the roll, and another lady that I cannot remember her name for some reason. But anyway, she put the cheese and the mayo on the top of it, uh, the top of the roll, and put the top of the roll onto the rest of the sandwich. That day I also served beef barley soup for people for lunch. We had beef barley, chicken dumpling, and kaputska. Kaputska soup is a Polish soup that has sauerkraut and cabbage, and I do believe it's also got like pork roast or something in it for the meat, but it was really good. I also helped with the bread section. So when I help with the bread section, I basically make sure that people are taking one bread per person. If they're going through the line, then they get to choose their bread. And if they have one person pulling 2 different household carts or boxes, then you can make sure, or I made sure that they had one bread per household. Day 2, March 13th of 2020, which was Friday the 13th. I made This week I made bologna sandwiches. We had homemade bologna spread, and we had an assembly line going again. So they joked around and said that I can't stop coming because I am the official roll cutter, because apparently I cut them perfectly in half. But anyway, back to the assembly line. They had me cutting the rolls in half. They had Shelly putting the bologna spread on to the bottom of the roll. And then we had my grandma who put the top of the roll onto the rest of the sandwich. We still had three different soups this week. I served smoked chicken and rice soup to the people. We had chicken and rice soup. We had Olive Garden soup that was a pasta soup that they found the recipe for online. We also had bean with bacon soup, and then I also helped with the bread section again. But this week I made sure that they had 2 packages of tortilla shells and 1 choice of their bread. The way that you can get in touch and volunteer, they do the food bank every second Friday of the month. You can go up there, talk with Pastor Mike or Pastor Jerry. The way to get involved again is I put the address up here so you know where to go, or you could call them at 989-539-1590 and talk to Pastor Jerry or Pastor Mike. So what social science is this? The social science discipline that I did through the food distribution is sociology, because it says that we go out and work with the people in a community, and that is what I did. And it's also not just necessarily that, it's also a study of the relationship of people and how they interact with other people and what they can do to help their society, help their culture, and even help people in their community. And that's it. All right, thanks, guys.